too. There's always something absent there. Whereas here they actually have the porn at the very center of the party.
Hello, we are the New York. I'm Josh, I'm the editor for the tNY.Press. This is Michelle, she lives in the New York. The tNY.Press publishes, if you didn't know, because I feel like lots of you don't know, we publish experimental literature in print and online. We're funded on Kickstarter. Experimental literature to us means no short stories, no poetry, just weird things with words. There's been too many poems, too many novels, too many short stories. Our stories look weird, read weird, they are weird. We do Craigslist ads, lists, receipts, anything that has a narrative is kind of a narrative and is good, we publish. We also have many projects like the Carnival. We publish a newspaper by subscription. So we have an online collection of stories and then we turn it into a newspaper and you can subscribe to it. It arrives on your front door. We buy and sell art, and yes, that's the New York.
And this is a release event for Book 3. Our submissions came from all over the world this year, but tonight we bring them to life here at the Literary Carnival. The Literary Carnival is an experiment. Some pieces will succeed and some will fail, but we invite you to all take part and come play with us. The New York and the Literary Carnival only grows bigger with you.
Does anybody have any questions about anything?
How do they get those little ships in the bottle?
Well, a cool story about that. Those are actually blueprints because they didn't have the shipping technology, and so they would give somebody a ship in a bottle and be like, this is your blueprint, build this ship. That doesn't answer how they were made, but that's a cool fact about ships and bottles.
You take off the bottom of the bottle, you cut it, and then you use heat to replace the bottom of the bottle.
What's your name?
Rosalind.
Rosalind knows. There is a real living unity in our time, as in any other, but it lies submerged under a superficial hubbub of sensation. Marshall McLuhan.
Radio Waves, written by Steve Vermillion, Book 3, page 62, performed by Bree Geiger.
There's this dance. It's called the radio wave. And it's got a beat that can't be beat. It's for the girls in flaunce frocks and the boys in shirtless ties and pointed Bruno Malice. Cabaret style. Abandoned and 2 and 4 time. And they like it. And they like it a lot. On the downbeat, the upstart, the rock bottom, and the hi-hat. With the twisters at the tea table bar, they go, man, go. It's a crazy scene down there on a Saturday night. Makes you sweat just anticipating it because you can't stop yourself when the radio wave hits. Pimple-faced rowdies and grinders. The wannabes and already aim sauntering in from the periphery, asking the pretty girls to dance. And here's the thing about the radio waves. The girls can't say no, man. They just can't say no. I've seen them, even the girls that are too pretty to dance, too pretty to talk to. They're all breasts and legs, whispering to the pretty girls who came with them, sauntering in, their bodies all smug and resolute, disdainful of everybody but the young, handsome banker and his banker suit, doing the banker nod and walk to the radio wave. Now they all just look, laugh, and have their own fun. At least that was them until the radio wave. Now they're loose, and I mean loose, if you know what I mean. Just dancing with anybody. Man, what a night. I mean, y'all, let's go. The girls are all now goddamn altruistic sexual philanthropists. Say it with me, everybody. Goddamn altruistic sexual philanthropists. Goddamn altruistic sexual philanthropists. Goddamn altruistic sexual philanthropists. Goddamn altruistic sexual philanthropists. Just giving it away when they dance to the radio wave.
All right, now we're just gonna fuck with the classics a little bit. It's something we like to do at the carnivals. We're gonna play a little game of Mad Libs. So I'm gonna curate it a bit, but you guys just call out whatever I say, and then we'll do it. All right, number. 192. Adjective.
Corpulent.
Burly.
What was it?
Burly.
Burly. An animal.
Porcupine.
Raccoon.
Hippo. I can't say the whole word, so I'm just gonna say that. Another animal.
Skink.
Walrus.
Skink. That's a good one. It's a lizard.
Nobody knows what a skink or a dowron are.
Marvin.
Flamingo.
Honey badger. Winner. I was writing winner. This guy's a winner. Note. Noun.
Air.
Toilet.
Barn.
An animal.
Apple.
You said barn. We're gonna do barn. Verb ending in ing.
Harmonizing.
Singing.
Eating.
Skating.
Harmonizing.
Baking.
Verb. Hit.
Explode.
Explode. Something you would find underneath your bed.
Monster.
Mannequin.
Marble.
The floor.
Body.
Toys.
I didn't hear one word. I
Cinder
heard dirt.
block.
Toys.
I'm gonna do dirt because it's the only thing I heard.
Too late.
Adverb.
Verily.
Gingerly. Adjective.
Pursuit.
Funky.
Koi.
Funky. Verb ending in ed.
Counted.
Stranded.
Educated. Screwed.
Screwed. Verb.
Screwed.
That's
Drill.
Save it.
Noun.
Spike.
Who are you? Okay. No, another noun.
Snake.
Okay, snake. And last one, probably adjective.
dangly.
Amazing.
Gangly.
Dangly.
Dangly. Okay, this is the first page of Le Petit Prince. So has everybody read that book? Or something? You know what it is? Anyway, it's French. Once, when I was 902 years old, I saw a burly picture in a book called Dangly Stories from Nature about the primeval snake. It was a picture of a hippo in the act of swallowing a honey badger. In the book, it said, hippo constrictors swallow their barn whole without harmonizing. After that, they're able to explode, and they drill through the 6 months that they need for digestion. I pondered gingerly over the adventures of the jungle, and after some work with a funky pencil, I succeeded in making my first drawing. My drawing number 1, it looked like dirt. I showed my masterpiece to the grown-ups and asked them whether the drawing screwed them. But they answered, screwed? Why would anyone be screwed by dirt? My drawing was not a picture of dirt. It was a picture of a hippo digesting a honey badger. This is Rejected Baby Name Submissions by Jeremy Blackman. From Book 3. Performed by Michelle Sipe and Ryan McCrary.
Name, Subyanse. Gender, male. Origin, Finland. Additional info. The dotless I at the end of Subyanse is increasingly trendy throughout the world. But it is a back vowel variant of the dotted I, and it should be said with the tongue shoved as far back in the mouth as possible to create a darker sound. Meaning of the word? Pedophile. Also very dark. In more than 650 countries around the world, names ending in a dotless I are on the rise. Trendy alert!
Perhaps I should have been more specific in my previous rejection. We are not interested in names that mean pedophile in any language. Also, please fact check the number of countries in the world. Thank you.
Okay, well, maybe you'll like this next one. Name. Vaggloss.
Oh.
Gender, female. Origin, Swedish. Meaning, bedbugs. Additional info. Vaggloss, my vaggloss. It's a very popular Swedish lullaby.
I also know the lullaby Vagloss, my Vagloss, and it is not popular.
Oh.
Also, please confirm that you received my email now requiring at least 2 separate facts in the additional info section.
Oh, well, maybe you'll like this one. Yes. Name, Chewy-Doo.
Oh.
Gender, male. Origin, Welsh. Meaning, vomit. Additional info. In 1948, Chewy-Doo Jones won a gold medal for the Welsh nation. Chewy-Doo was the last word in the 1979 National Scrabble Championship. And Chewy-Doo is on the rise as a popular name for infants born with no digestive system. Trendy alert.
As per the Freelancer's Handbook, which I've repeatedly asked you to review, we prefer citing the American Scrabble Championship to the National Scrabble Championship due to a reciprocal agreement. In addition, Welsh is no longer on our list of acceptable language sources. Once again, all trendy alerts need to be notarized.
All right, well, okay, let's see. Yes. Name, Scenicus. Gender, female. Origin, Estonia. Meaning, yeast infection. Yes. Additional info. The yeast infection is the official gynecological disease of Estonia. In the American sitcom Alice, the character of Flo was originally named Scenicus before a last-minute change by producers. And Scenicus, for many, the diminutive form of that is Scenicus.
Your submission is perfect. Your check is in the mail. Best, Scenicus Jones. Editor.
The amazing sticking quarter.
Now, I'd like to introduce you to one of my favorite magicians, the world-famous Blast. This is Magic Even You Can Do by Charles Holdeffer, Book 3, page 16. Performed by David Beach. Blast has been amazing people for years. His record for the world's longest card trick still stands. Now, this famous manipulator offers you a choice selection of his most delightful magic tricks, all carefully explained and simplified with the beginner in mind. You need not practice for hours. This is magic even you can do.
The amazing sticking quarter. The effect. This trick never fails to startle and amaze. You display a quarter for the audience to see. You bring it to your forehead and make several mystic passes with your hand. After the last pass, you reveal the quarter is stuck to your forehead. You bow. The quarter does not fall. You jump up and down, and the quarter does not fall off. You may lean backwards over a chair, and the quarter does not fall off. Next, to the amazement of everyone, you challenge the audience to remove the quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all. And yet they cannot remove the quarter, even though they tug at their mightiest. Truly, you are a wonder worker. And now, the method. The sticking quarter, like any great miracle, is ingeniously simple. All you need is a quarter and a 2-penny screw. You weld the head of the screw to the back of the quarter. A simple and inexpensive task for any metalworking shop. The screw can be procured for just a few cents. You bring the quarter to your forehead, displaying the ungimmicked side of the quarter. As you place it close, you make several mystical passes in a circular pattern while maintaining a steady contact with the screw. This will implant the screw into your forehead. Then you may gyrate to any desire you have, or allow the audience to remove the screw. For they will be unable to, for they will always try to pull the coin away from your head. They will never consider twisting it in the plane similar to your forehead. It has never failed for me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Class is in the middle of a 24-city magic tour. Check your local listings. For this next piece, we're going to create a little scene. So this is heavily reliant on you. So let's make it more successful than the last one. So we're going to create what's called a sound garden. Can we bring the house lights up a teeny bit? So I can... Dave, there you go. All right. So it's a sound garden. I'm going to give you 3 scenes, 3 contexts. Say it could be like a public swimming pool or something. And each of you, or however many of you are interested enough, think of a sound you might hear in that location. Say it out loud, and just keep repeating it. You'll be surprised how intuitively it comes after a second or 2. So I'm going to give you 3 scenes. When I say them, just look at the vibe. We're going to create a sound garden. Create the scene for this next actress. This is to introduce Vegetable by Jane Huffman, Book 3, page 8, performed by Michelle Fabin. Okay, first scene. A suburban teenage girl's bedroom while she's on the phone and getting ready for school.
No way.
Keep
Oh, nice. Okay. Getting ready for school, guys.
Next. Now you're on a freeway and you've pulled over at a fruit stand.
Get out of the way.
Now, avoid.
How to kill a bonsai tree. Acknowledge that you didn't get your heart broken. Not really. Pick up The Great Gatsby again. Watch a documentary film about miniature gardening and realize that your new passion is miniature gardening. Ask Siri where you can find a bonsai tree. Drive 32 miles to a 2-car garage off the interstate with bonsai house painted on the roof. Tuck your fingers into the sleeves of your sweater. Throw caution to the wind. Watch it flutter in the dirty November air over the honking cars on US 41 and into the lonely sewers where the city shifts under the weight of 10,000 Chevy Impalas. Decide that the cold is okay. Watch as a little woman behind the counter demonstrates with her hands. The plant opens and closes its leaves depending on the light, like it's praying. Open, close, open, close. Listen as she explains that prayer plants are very popular among young bohemians. Wonder if you are a young bohemian too. Pay $22 for a bonsai tree starter kit and 99 cents for a porcelain panda to live under its branches. For good luck, the woman says. Drive home with a prayer plant in your passenger seat. Put it on the windowsill. Stay awake until all of its leaves are closed, engaged in prayer or photosynthesis or something. Panic when it rejects its new home. Call your dad. Notice a growing tiny pile of shivering gray hands and withered fists scattered on your bedroom floor. Dispose of them unceremoniously. Follow directions diligently. Wonder, in a moment of unpoetic justice, if this is what they've been praying for. Look into the eyes of weary porcelain panda and say you're very sorry. Count the spider cracks on your ceiling. Sleep for 12 hours, dream in tangents of dripping laughter and sky blue and burgundy and things whispered under flannel. The air conditioning is up, too high. Let your hands find each other for warmth.
We're going to introduce this next piece, we're going to do some word associations. So I'm going to list words, and you guys just let them pop out like popcorn right at the beginning when it starts to get really hot. Has anybody made popcorn in a pot? It's like that. Close your eyes. That guy just looked up at me, so close your eyes. Close your eyes. Mercury.
Silver.
Vapor.
Silver.
Relaxation.
Harsh.
Privacy.
X.
Masturbation.
Turnip.
Vegetable.
Time.
Cloth.
Slow.
Folding.
Warmth.
Right.
Mommy.
Salt.
Replete.
Empty.
Full.
Square.
Turbulence.
Clear.
Airplane.
Triangle.
Helmet.
Cold.
Motorcycle.
Skateboarders.
Doctor.
Stethoscope.
Handball.
Results.
Money.
Laboratory. Equal.
Rat.
AIDS.
Kidney.
Stones.
Tumor.
Pool.
Fear.
Freddy Krueger.
This is Random and Not So Random Salutations, written and read by Christine Tierney, Book 3, page 42. This is our only nonfiction piece.
Random and not so random salutations. Dear heebie-jeebies and plastic blue skies. Dear kidneys that were once the size of peanuts, walnuts, prunes. Dear questionable memory of getting my period, my driver's license, my first F in both math and science, my first bag of weed, and my first dye job, all at 3:37 p.m. on a Wednesday in 1982. Dear blood test I wish I could study for an ace. Dear take a deep breath and live in the moment. Dear staring at a zit in the mirror for so long it turns into a lumpy red potato. Dear sacred, consecrated, hallowed, revered, divine, and blessed sense of humor. Dear failing miserably at living in the moment. Dear spiky things on my kidneys that make them look like medicine balls. Dear favorite word, slouch. Dear second favorite word, numbskull. Dear listening to a recording of Cheech and Chong's Sister Mary Elephant when I was 9 and laughing so hard I peed on my brother's bed. Dear can't change mostly everything. Dear hate to say it because I don't want to jinx it, true love. Dear least favorite word, incurable. Dear Buddhism, dear optimism, dear Catholicism, dear alcoholism, dear atheism, dear cynicism, dear precious, precious sarcasm. Dear no matter what, dear maybe, just maybe.
That was Christine Cherry. We're going to take a little break for a little bit. We're going to take, like a 20-minute intermission, buy drinks, buy some books, hang out. We're going to get a table out here and put this out here, and you guys can come in and write in your dears, just like her, and we'll read them out here. Thanks again, everyone, for coming. Are you all having a good time? Yeah! Hell yeah! We begin.
We conceived of a name. It is the name we go by now. We are the full spectrum radio waves! We're everywhere and nowhere, and no one see us coming. We do good and we do bad, but we do as we please. We are the coolest and the hottest. We're coming and going at the same time. We're a damned conflagration. Some kind of doppelganger effect on subdural, if you know what I mean. We wear boots and Levi jeans, our hair greasy and slicked back. We wear it long over our ears and we don't listen to nobody but us. Tom shot a man. Tom shot a man for nothing. That's the boy, Tom! Then he sucker kicked him in the ribs after the bastard took his last breath, and like the full spectrum punk he is, Tom goes off with this guy's old lady. We are the full spectrum radio waves. We rob, we steal, and we beat shit out of little old men and cripples and babies because it's the baddest, it's the maddest, and no one else has ever thought of it. We shoot people, leaving them with their breeches besmirched, we do. We use our looks, our full spectrum radio wave looks, and it beats them down. It beats them every time. Old ladies, hand us their money. They give us the wheels off their wheelchairs, all in gratitude and hope. What a world it is when you are a full spectrum radio wave. What a world.
Dear Prudence, who love lies buried in the mystic 60s. Dear, dear, dear expectations, thank you and go to hell. Dear Frankie, dear dream of flying. Dear dreams that feel so real you believe they may actually have happened. Dear, why not? No, seriously, why not? Dear in the headlights. Dear. Dear book, read me. Dear left brain, please start talking to right brain. Dear new crayons on the first day of school and Crayola wax candies on the last day of school. Dear Pierre, stop calling me. You can't have the frog or my sex. Dear bunny that I loved, you cannot beat my tires. Dear conscience, go away, just go away. Dear stranger who stole my hood ornament, I want it back. Dear last time, first, not to call it the first time to have lost something, love. Thank you, everybody.
This is another experiment. The whole thing's an experiment. We're not even gonna introduce it. We're gonna introduce it by telephone. So this might take a little bit. I'm gonna whisper to one person over here. This is the title, and it's gonna make it all the way over here, and I'm gonna introduce whatever that person says. This will take a while, Holly. I'm gonna snap, and you should be whispering every time. She's laughing at me.
Give it to him.
Nobody added any dirty words. It's already in here. Nice. This is Something I Don't Know and the Club. But really, this is Remorse Remorsed by John J. Traus. It is a Shakespearean sonnet converted into Morse code. Turn it up, Dave. You'll understand the missing file thing if you buy book 3. Okay, now there are some secretly selected people in the crowd who have little slips of paper. Get those slips of paper out now. So, say your number when it gets to your number. This is I Am Going to Put on a Pair of Jeans, written by Heiko Julian, page 32, book 3. Read by Ian Jones and you all.
1. I'm going to put on a pair of white jeans. You're going to push me down the stairs. 2. I'm going to put on a pair of black jeans, and you're going to run over my toes with your car on accident. 3. I'm going to put on a pair of blue jeans, and you're going to sell my organs on the black market for your student loans. 4. I'm going to put on a pair of blue jeans, and you're going to watch me stare at the same website for 4 hours straight on my computer. 5, I'm going to put on a pair of yellow jeans. You're going to put all my other jeans in the dryer till they're nice and toasty warm. You're going to watch me try them on one at a time. 6, I'm going to put on a pair of green jeans, and you are going to show me a PowerPoint presentation on the dangers of sexting. 7, I'm going to put on a pair of purple jeans, and you're going to drive me out to the Arboretum. We are going to go for a hike. We are not going to talk that much and wonder if it is a problem. 8,
I'm going to put on a pair of oversized jean shorts, and you're going to take me to the pet store. And we're going to look at the different puppies and consider playing with some of them. But decide not to and go to a restaurant instead.
9,
I'm going to put on a pair of knee-high cut-off shorts, and you're going to ask me about a bunch of cool bands I've never heard of while we are riding bikes. You're going to shout unfamiliar names back at me while we are riding on the street, and I'm going to pretend I understand by smiling and shouting, "Yeah!" I can't really hear you because it's windy.
10,
I'm going to put on a pair of pleated department store khaki slacks, and you're going to drive me to the mall and pretend to be interested in buying a cell phone case from an overzealous salesman at the kiosk because you are lonely and we are together.
11,
I'm going to put on a pair of stiff corduroys, and you're going to lower the basketball hoop on my parents' driveway to 6 feet so we can both do slam dunks.
12,
I am going to put on a pair of long johns, and you are going to try to get me into a critically acclaimed cable TV series on Netflix. And I am going to do my best to feign interest.
Now quickly everybody take your playbills out. You have them, they're orange. Turn them over and there's another 13. On my cue.
I am going to put on a pair of sweatpants
And wander out into the forest in the middle of the night, in the dead of winter, with my iPod playing sad on repeat. And you are going to remember me the way I want you to remember my life is social media output. Woo! Yeah! Dear Emil, a letter by Balthazar Chamois. Book 3, page 58, performed by Jesse Goldwater.
Dear Emil, I'm going to do a little experiment. I hope you don't mind. If you reject being used in my experiment, then you should stop reading right now. If you are still reading, then you are a very brave man. Oh, I like you, Emil. So, I'm going to try to hypnotize you. Now, I've never done this before, but what harm is there in a little mesmerism? Maybe I'll become a mail-order mesmerist. It's a little dream of mine. Anyway, are you ready, Emil? Take out the Polaroid I've enclosed. Now, take a deep breath. And stare into the stripes. Stare into the stripes, Emil. Yes, just like that. Oh, you are really good at this. So, what thoughts are going through your mind? Perhaps you're thinking about the Higgs boson, or maybe you're thinking about your penis. Those thoughts do come up a lot. Or maybe you're thinking about the weather. But why would you be thinking about such boring thoughts as that, Emil? No. I imagine that big, juicy steaks are going through your mind. Tasty meats are nice thoughts to have. Now, I am going to plant a thought directly into your mind. Okay. Keep your eyes focused on the stripes. Don't worry now. It's okay. Now, this is the word I want you to focus on while your eyes are mesmerized by the stripes. Move your eyes just a bit lower. Mango. Let me repeat. Mango. Can you feel the sweet, messy thoughts dripping on your brain? Mango. Continue staring and focusing on the word mango for 5 minutes. Let me know the results. Yours, Balthazar.
Okay.
And now for the letter lottery. So on top of a bit of a buzz and some good memories, we wanted you guys to all go home to something, or rather for something to go home to you.
So here's the idea. On the back of your playbills, there are lines that say dear. If you were wondering, now you will find out how. We will bring you pens if you need them, but here's the deal. We're going to turn up the house lights, and you guys are going to write a short letter to someone in the crowd that you don't know and preferably have never talked to. Now, there's only one criteria for the letter. Just say something so you know who they're talking about. So if it was this man, I'd say you're in a maroon shirt with square glasses and I think he'll smell you, or something like that. You can be mean, it's anonymous, you can be nice, you can be crazy, do whatever you want. Write a short letter. We're going to give you about 4 or 5 minutes, and here's where the lottery comes in.
So we'll also be passing out envelopes. If we run out of envelopes, we'll be writing your address on this legal pad. But you address an envelope to yourself, right here smack in the middle. Now tomorrow, or whenever Josh and I get around to it, we're going to mix up all of the letters and the envelopes, and then stuff them randomly. Then, whenever we get around to it, we will send out all of the letters. So each of you will receive a letter, either addressed to you or somebody else. Now here's where the lottery comes in. If by some chance you receive the letter that's meant for you, you contact us, and you've won.
You get a sweet prize.
Yeah.
Question. You can walk around if you want, right wherever you want. It's a little like playtime.
I'm setting the timer.
Who needs a pen? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I actually have a piece of paper. Okay, perfect. Envelope?
Envelope.
Probably need one of these.
Lightning by Joshua S. Rabb, Book 3, page 34.
There is no need to fear the lightning in New York City. Shoulder to shoulder with scaffolding and fences, metal and concrete, roof decks and penthouses, will catch the weight of the sky should it feel the need to fall. The city's grid and deadbolts protect you from the unplanned, and they, damn it! They file whim in a cold mauve filing cabinet to protest the unmanned planet. They find the fruits of youth and they attempt to can it. But out here in the forest, the lightning is so possible. The trees so wet and waiting. Your death so near, and all other things are so very real. You remember that under the weight of an angel, or for no reason at all of the energy in the sky might empty in to you.
People are radio waving. Strangers, co-workers, people you meet, they just love to give you a big radio wave when they pass by. It's a revolution, and the radio waves are here to stay. They are everywhere. Their wonderful lies and propaganda have taken over our country and half the world. They're ruining lives and committing necessary murder. And they're gonna keep committing murder and ruining lives. They make us angry, and they make us cry. We are visibly shaken. Still, we're happier than we've ever been. They're on our televisions and in our radios. Radio waves are under our beds and on our roofs. Radio waves are in our hands and on our knees. Radio waves are in our children's eyeballs, under their dirty little collars and integral parts of their future. Omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, omni this and omni that, and that's the way it's gonna stay. Can't you see it? Comedians drinking beer in the morning, writing their jokes about the phenomenon of radio waves, about the new world being heralded by radio waves, so pervasive that late night talk shows and CNN can talk of nothing but. How many radio waves to screw in a light bulb? Or, get this, a radio wave walks into a bar and orders a drink. Knock, knock, who's there? Radio wave who? We survivors are ourselves ablaze, roaring with laughter, rolling on our living room floors and swerving in our automobiles. We are eating it up in the dance floors and our rampant, unrepentant gangs. Can't be helped. It won't be stopped. Say it with me now. Radio waves! Radio waves! Say it with me! Radio waves! Radio waves! Yeah! Now let's get up and dance!
Man is a strange animal. He makes strange use of the various arts, and he likes particularly to produce some new experiment to show his parts. This is the age of oddities let loose. Lord Byron. That is the literary arm.
Engaging in this little experiment with us. Each one of you makes something like this happen, and we hope to continue doing them, continue growing them. If you'd like to stay in touch with us, we'll have a little email sign-up list. We'd love to know who you are. We'd love to know your story. We'd love to keep you involved in our little New York family. And now we've got some people that we need to thank and give a round of applause for. All right, we have Ian Jones.
Ryan McCrary as the potential senator.
We have Andrew Lansman.
Michelle Sutton. Chris Yates. And Jesse Mulwater.
We have Vivian Martinez, our stage manager. Vivian.
Vivian's back there. Carnival master.
And this is Joshua Ezra, editor of the New York.
Thank you. Right here. Somebody lost an iPhone 4 in a silicone case. Come find us. Woo! It's that guy. It's not that guy. Oh yeah. Wait. All of you. Wait, are you saying you found it? Yeah.
We're looking.
Oh my God.
No.
No, we're looking for it. Oh, we're looking
Everyone look around where you're sitting. Is there an iPhone 4 there? Is it not your iPhone? Perhaps it belongs to someone who lost their iPhone. Just
Thank
take
you
a
all.
quick peek.
Buy some books, buy some posters, sign up for the mailing list, keep in touch. Thank you for coming.